Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie and I'm here to give another word. And I just want to say thank you for joining in. I want to ask you a question. Who is in you? Who has been in you ever since you was born? Or do you know who is in you? In Romans 8:10, it states that Christ is in you. And how do you know Christ is in you? If you accepted Christ as your Savior, He is in your spirit. That means He's there with you all the time. Whatever you decide to do, you can do it. But make sure you ask Him. Ask Him, what is it that you really want me to do, God? Because God is that spirit. And one thing about God, God could turn your whole situation around, especially if you're walking with Him. God is for you, not against you. God loves you more than you love yourself. And God is willing to do any and everything He have to make it right for you. He sees your troubles, your trials, your tribulations, your obstacles. Because why? He's with you. Everywhere you go, He's with you. But never turn your back on Him. Because it says, God is greater than the one that's in this world. And that is in 1 John 4:4. When I first heard that, I said, you got that right. It's true. He's greater than the one that is in the world. Do you know there are some people today that know the Bible front to back to front? And God did something special for them. He did a good work in them. And then He blessed them. And that's because they gave their life up for God. They accepted Christ in their life. But when God blessed them, they turned their back on Him. And when they did that, God took that hedge of protection from around them. He removed that fence. He let them go because they'd rather be in the world than to walk with Christ. Sometime I remember my former pastor told me, she said, when you guys go out there and look for a job, find a job that you think that you can't get. Don't forget, greater is in you. You go out there and you apply for something you don't think that you can get, that you think that you are not qualified for. If you take Jesus everywhere you go, you're going to be blessed. Because don't forget, He's in you. He's willing to do anything your heart desire, but you got to walk righteously. Well, I was looking on YouTube, and there was a young man on there who just graduated from high school. He was an Asian young man. He was denied 16 applications from these colleges. He was denied 16 times. But Google accepted him. Now he works for Google. God always have a plan for us. God probably said, I already know what's in you. You don't have to go to college. I already put the college in you already. I just want you to go ahead and start working. This young man is going to make some money. He's going to bypass all the ones that's going to college. He was denied from 16 colleges. And God turned it around and blessed him to work for Google. If he did it for him, he'll do it for you. Do not think that you can't do nothing at all. You could do all things through Christ. There's nothing too hard that God can do. He will make a way out of no way. Only if you trust him, only if you walk with him, only if you have faith, and if you have patience, watch what he will do. I always say, when things are going all bad, something good is about to happen. I told that to somebody the other day. They said, oh, that's what you think? No, it ain't what I think, is what I know. Because I've experienced it. For 2 weeks, the devil had me down. He had me bound. For 2 weeks, my shoulder was frozen. I could only lift my shoulder up this high. Now look at me. He messed up my car because I didn't want to, because he know I need to get somewhere. But I got it fixed. But the other thing I can tell you about, because y'all gonna make fun of me. But I just want you to know, I was listening to a pastor the other day, and he was preaching about expectations. Don't forget who was in you. Today, earlier today, I thought about what he said. And I said, God, I am expecting a blessing that my car would not be a lot when I go pick it up. Because I told him I need you to change the hoses. I wanted to change everything on there. The winter is coming. I said, I just need to get it out the way right now. And around 4 o'clock, mechanic called me and said, Rosa, your car is fixed. I said, okay, here I come. Not too far from you, like 5 minutes away from you. Went around there, picked up my car. And I said, okay, what's the damage? He said, $35. I looked at him. I said, what you mean $35? He said, it was only just the cap. I said, well, you told me. He said, I know. I expected that to happen because I had to speak it into existence. Don't forget who is inside of you. God knows what is best for you. But you got to trust him. He is with you 365 days out of the year. But you got to learn how to call on him. You got to know how to spend some time with him. You got to have a special, close relationship with him. You got to learn how to talk to him. You got to learn how to go in meditation and watch what God would do. When he told me $35, I threw that debit card at him like it was a frisbee. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, that expectation, it works. And I'm going to be doing it every day, all day long. If it worked for me, it'll work for you. Just know who is with you. And he's listening and he's watching everything everyone do. So don't worry about what people think, feel, or say about you. You already know who's with you because you accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior. Remove that stinking thinking out your head when people trying to come up against you. And know that God got your back. Don't forget, he's with you all the time. Thank you for having a listening ear. And if you like this word, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget the notification button so you could be alerted at all times another video has been uploaded. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you, and I'll be talking to you soon.